All right, now that I muted the YouTube. Hey, Batgoat.
I'm muted as well. Happy Friday, Mike. Good to see you. What's
Yeah,
up, bro? What's up, bro, daddies?
yeah. It seems like it's just you and me right now at the moment. So
That's all
I may
right.
wait a
That's
few
all that
minutes.
matters. That's all that
But
matters. It's Friday night. It's time to comic book.
yeah. Um, let's see. What was I just about to say too? I was trying. I knew I was about to say something before.
I was about to say something too, but I actually had 2 beers before coming here, so my mind's not the sharpest. But
Hmm.
I will pay attention.
Yeah. Let's see.
I played golf all day too.
Uh,
My golf.
all right, and thank you for the like. I keep out of habit. I keep asking you to share, but I know you don't have any social media
I
accounts.
do not. It's YouTube, and that's it. I literally have nothing else than YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Now I remember what I was. I just remembered. I hope I just don't forget again. I'm at I'm at 149 subscriptions right now. I'm at
Okay.
149 subs. So once I get up and over 150, I'm gonna probably do kind of an open panel stream.
Okay.
Like I did. I don't know if you saw that I did one last week as well, a couple weeks ago, just as kind of a change up. But I may start trying to integrate those a little bit more too. For special occasions and or like holidays and or like special circumstances like when I hit certain milestones like 150 subscriptions, 200, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. And also holidays, to give the news items a
I
chance.
ate skinned off my hand. How gross is that? I'm a horrible person.
What was that?
Yeah, it's just like how like people like pick fingers. I just like I bit my hand.
Hmm.
I know. So I saw me do that on camera. I'm like, wow, I'm a gross person. All right. Anyways, keep going.
I've done stuff like that before too. It's just well, you know on camera, I've done some crazy stuff too, inadvertently.
Well, yeah, and that's all right. And as a matter of fact, I didn't mean to say it like it's a bad thing. I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, you have your things. You have your thing. Like everyone's got their things, right? I tap my legs. Like my leg has to always be bouncing, that type of thing. Like everyone's got their own thing, right?
Right. Yeah. So
What
yeah.
time is it?
So
It's only 8:03. Are there people watching us?
yeah. Well, it's right now. It's like we're 3 minutes in, so I may, as I said, just give people a few more minutes. It's only the two of us right now. It would seem.
Yeah, that's cool. No one's watching us.
Um.
I'm going to set up my other channels, Mike. So start talking.
Yeah.
Even though it
Well,
looks like I'm looking, I'm not
I
looking
did.
at you. I'm doing my other websites.
Yeah. I did send, of course, an invite to Tug to see if he'd come in.
Cool. We love Tug.
Yeah, just getting you would figure with the case over now, you'd think he'd have a little more time, but apparently he's because of his coverage of the case, he's become. I mean, his popularity and influence just
I
exploded.
think Tug is rolling in the hundreds of thousands of dollars in the last couple of weeks. Which hell yes, Tug, you got huge, and I love it.
And with that, though,
Man, did he get paid? I'm so happy for Tug.
what?
19 Tug got paid. Tug got paid, and I'm very happy. 1939 is our year, correct?
Right. Um,
I'm sorry. I just
yeah, I know. I'm watching the clock here. Just
I love Tug so much. Tug's my boy.
yeah, so I'm just gonna.
I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy that Fox News mentioned him. He's like
I heard about
his
that.
name is national because the WAPO, the Washington Post, lied about Tug. They lied about him. The
Oh,
Washington
they
Post
outright lied about it.
lied about a YouTuber and they got caught.
Oh yeah, I think I did read. I think I
And they
did
did
read
not
that a little bit.
apologize. Fox News called them out. Washington Post is a lefty, horrible rag. they called out Tug because they're lefty, little weird, attacking at anything they don't understand people. And Tug won. Tug got it. What,
So
hundreds, thousands?
just kind of remind me, what exactly did they lie about?
Well, let's say like Taylor Lorenz, who writes for the Washington Post and who also attacks the Washington Post, said that she said that everything about the Johnny Depp trial is a grift from right-wing YouTubers such as that Umbrella guy. She named a couple other ones, and I don't care.
Yeah.
And she said, and when we reached out to them, which they did not do, Taylor Lorenz, you liar.
Yeah. Oh,
We got no
I
comment.
actually did read about that, and I think even
She
Flash,
lied. She straight up lied to
I think Flash
all of America.
covered that too. I think
She lied to all of America, and everyone, and the whole world has heard that Umbrella guy. We heard it during the trial. Like, and you when Vasquez
apparently they can't get. Apparently, a lot of people in the mainstream media can't even get his stage name right because
why? What are they calling him?
Well, instead of that Umbrella, they call him like the Umbrella guy or the Umbrella man.
Well, of course they do, but like they don't know. I mean, it's not that they're stupid; they just don't know it, and they're like picking up on something that they think is, oh, this is going to make me money. I need to talk about it right now, and they don't know anything about it. That's how media like works, 100% all the time.
Okay, well, Batgoat, we actually have a third person with us now. So, hello, third person.
Do we have people? Oh, I'm sorry. Disregard everything I said. Whoever's watching, I'm an angry person.
Anyways, thank you for dropping in, everybody. So
I was just having a few beers at the bar with my buddy David, who's very left and I'm very right, and we decided like,
oh boy,
we decided like, yeah, both our opinions suck. Both of our opinions suck. That's what it came down to. He told me to turn my voice down, and we didn't fight. We left on really good terms because he's like, you don't have to get so mad. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, you don't have to always call me a bad word just because I think this way. And he's like, yeah, you're right. So it was actually pretty cool.
So you guys agree to disagree then. That's good.
Absolutely. And we kind of agree that like the media sucks in like the whole general picture. My lefty buddy said, yeah, media sucks. I'm like, yeah, media sucks.
Well, establishment, DC, establishment media, they all suck, you know.
Yeah,
so
they do. I know.
Anyways, we're past 8-minute mark. I'm coming up on 8.5 minutes. We have 3 people here. So,
all right,
Batgoat, do you have any like thing you want to tell everybody? You know, any announcements or anything from your end? I know.
I do not. I just came from the bar. I apologize to you, Mike, and I apologize to everyone else. But I am here with my notebook. I'm ready to go, and I'll leave at one point or another. I'm going to come back with the trophies.
Lowell's trophy, right? No,
I will come back. I will have the trophies. I'm going to go upstairs and grab them at one point. The Lowell's trophy. Lowell's trophy is in effect. So whoever's here, all the OGs who know what's up, Lowell's trophy is in play. Which toys? Where are you, toys? I want to see some points. Woody is well in charge.
Right? You know, I think because I've talked to him a little bit. I've noticed he hasn't been on as much lately. Mm-hmm. I think his work schedule changed, so he has to get to bed earlier. Oh, so that's why he hasn't been on as much.
Okay, that's a bummer.
Yeah, so I think he actually did mention that to me too, that his work schedule had changed. So, and I did send a couple personal reminders on Facebook to some people. So, maybe I can do a little more of that real quick. You know, just send some message. Hey, I'm on. You guys might want to come catch me. Let's see now.
And by the way, sorry about my. I was going off, but I was getting a little heated talking about my lefty friend. But the way he looks at me, I'm like I'm a right-wing toolbox. That he thinks I'm completely stupid, and I think he's completely stupid, and we're still friends. So. That's what I want to say. That's the whole thing. And we're going to throw discs on Sunday. Who's here? Is anyone here?
Well, there was a third person, and they're still there. So we will get to the main programming pretty quick, guys. I'm just sending
Okay.
out some other
By the way,
reminders.
I'm wearing Minnesota. I went disc golfing tonight. This is what I'm wearing. My I don't know what this means, but it's I bought it at the Goodwill. Like I always buy all my shirts. It's a Nike Minnesota shirt, and I went through today, and then I went to the bar and had 3 beers while wearing a shirt. So I'm pretty proud about wearing this shirt. But it's not a YouTuber.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. One more, and then one or two more here. So just a couple little reminders. There's some people that I think would.
Okay, cool, Mike. I'm going to. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm going to be stupid as I always am.
Well, you know what? You remember what Weird Al Yankovic said about that, right?
Dare to be stupid.
Yeah. Dare to be
Dare to
stupid.
be
Dare to be.
stupid. That's a great song. I'm just opening up my.
You know what
I'm
movie?
opening up my dad jokes.
Yeah. You,
Dare to
you
be
you know what you
stupid.
know
That's
what
a good
movie
song.
used that song, right? You know what animated movie used that song, right?
Ooh, you got me, Mike. What? Which one?
Transformers movie from back in the 80s.
Did they
They
really
Yeah,
use
they
Dare to
used
be
it during the
stupid?
Junkion scene. It was with the Junkions all dancing around with Rodimus and the crew.
Is that right? That's very cool. That's good trivia. I like that. I like that a lot. I like Weird Al a lot, as you know. He's from shit. Weird Al's from. He's not from LBC. I'm from Santa Monica. He's not from Long Beach. He's from where the hell is Weird Al from? I'm gonna look this up because I know Weird Al is from somewhere in between where you and I come from, and he got his start by showing up at the Dr. Demento studios.
Yeah, well, anyways, we're back down to just us two now. I guess the person left. Oh, wait, we're
Yeah.
back up to three now. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get going. Was there anything else you wanted to add, Batgoat, before
No,
we?
keep going. I'm looking up Weird Al, but keep going.
All right, so we're gonna first do some summary work on a couple of books here, um, to kind of let's see, just there we go, there it is. All right, so one of the books we're gonna look at real quick, just do some summary work on. This is Large Feature Comic #1. So this is kind of Dell's version of what we've already seen with like United Features Super Series and of course the feature books from David McKay. These kind of unrelated one shots they just put out there. And ironically, much like David McKay, they actually started out with a Dick Tracy story as their first issue. This one is Dick Tracy meets the blank. So issue notes here on sale and cover date from so from Mike's Amazing World. The that's the of course the site I use as my base. Uh, First two issues bi-monthly. After that, monthly through December 1939. Number of let's see, equals number of issues published that year. Let's see, Dick Tracy meets the blank year. This is for the cover. Reprints in Dick Tracy meets the blank from Tony Palola 1983 series. Characters Dick Tracy and Pat Patton. And they had, I guess, an advertisement here for Johnson Smith and Company. And then title page, one page, script Chester Gold, a script penciled, ink and lettering by Chester Gold. That was just the title page, and then the main comic story here they had last for 71 pages. Detective Mystery, Dick Tracy, Pat Patton, Junior Tracy. These are the characters in the story here. Chief Brandon, Johnny Mintworth, Marge Denton, Danny Supina, Mary Steele, and the blank. And then reprint. This is the Dick Tracy newspaper reprints from October 2nd of 1937 to December 31st of 1937. And then we got basically back cover, same as the front cover. So that's basically, and then just to give you guys at least to look at the cover here, give you a bigger picture of the cover here. Look at that 10 cents mark in the upper right hand corner there, back up.
Yeah. What was 10 cents in 1939? Shall we check?
Yeah, so it was 10 cents. So what would that be today?
Let's see. 10. No, not $10. I do 10 cents. Oh no. $2.10. So that's
So it would be $2.10 today.
That's a couple bucks out of your pocket. That's significant.
Yeah, it's kind of funny too because comics today are being sold for what? $5.99.
$6, dude. They're $6. That's outrageous.
And
Woody,
people
hey
wonder why
Woody, happy
manga
Friday.
is
Good to see you,
selling
Woody.
more than Western comics. That's one of the reasons right there. You think people are going to buy six? People are going to, yeah, especially with the way that they write stories nowadays.
Right,
So,
right. Hey,
yeah.
Woody's here. Woody's here, Mike.
Huh?
Woody's here.
Oh, Woody. Hey, Woody. Okay, I just saw that. Okay. Sup, bro? Okay, and I see you just commented as well.
Yeah, I had to throw some comments in there to get people talking.
I'll grab the Lulz trophy if y'all
Because
want
inflation,
to.
Mr. Goat, that is correct. I know. That's my thing. I plug in the amounts into my calculator and we see what the inflation is, and it's fun, and we're happy to have you, Woody.
Mm-hmm.
I remember buying when I was a kid in the 70s. I thought comic books were about a quarter. That's what. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah. Well, no, I think they were. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think they were. They were. Yeah, I think.
I think
What
comic
little
books
I've
were about
seen.
a quarter in the
Yeah,
70s.
and then they went up to like 50 cents. I think by the 80s. I think.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, 10 or 15 cents. Lasted all the way up to the 19, which is true. Yeah, actually, that is true. The comics were 10 cents all the way up into the early 60s, and then they raised the price 2 cents to like 12 cents.
Woody's already hitting it hard on the Lowell's Trophy with the Barbie comment there.
Yeah, all the way up to the 1960s. Inflation wasn't always whatever they want, because inflation might tow it.
That's not even a Lowell's, Woody. That's just the truth. Like you used to ride around in the neighborhood, and you're 5 and 8, or you're 5 years old, riding around in your apple crate, 8 hanger bars, and didn't care. They just, and as a matter of fact, if you like did a burnout on their lawn or something, they'd yell at you, and they could back then. Things were different.
Yeah, we wish we could harken back to the good old days, right, Batgoat?
Exactly. I tell you.
All right. Anyways, let's move on to doing the summary for the next comic, Super Comics number 10.
Well, what he said, 10 cents was a lot less than 62 because from 37, because we were, I don't know what that means, but like they stayed that low for a while. So when comics first hit, if you think about it, they were too high priced for the time. That's what Woody is saying, and I kind of agree with it because like a 10-cent comic book, it stayed that way for at least a decade or two. Woody's right about that.
Yeah. So, they stayed, as I said, they stayed 10 cents until like the early 60s.
Correct. So they came in, especially to like a hard market, like Depression, America. It came in at what we're looking up is to be kind of a high price, but they stayed that way for a while.
Yeah. So okay, so here's a super comic now.
$2 for a kid, for a 10-year-old kid in the mid to late 30s. $2 is that's a big deal for a kid.
Yeah. I mean, I think if people were carrying around 20s, I bet you if people were carrying around 20s back then, like $20 bills would probably have been like considered rich, right?
Correct.
$20 back then might have been like carrying $100 now or something like that.
Absolutely, a 20 would have been a Honda back then. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so here's Super Comics issue number 10 from 1938 here. So we got Dick Tracy here on the cover as well on this one. Adventure, humor, detective mystery. He was, of course, and one of the characters we read in the other one, Johnny Mitworth, was the name of the story here they were covering. So characters in this one were, of course, Dick Tracy, Johnny Mitworth, Danny Supino was the villain, and Pat Patton. So copyright 1937 by Chicago Tribune and New York News Syndicate.
I'll be right back. I spit a little.
All right. That's Smokey Stover. We had Little Orphan Annie from Harold Gray, 4 pages. Nuke the Arctic Crusoe. Gasoline Alley by Frank King.
I remember Gasoline Alley. I remember that as a kid in the 70s, that was kind of popular. What, from the 30s? Wow. I thought it was 40s. But that, like, Woody, are you with me? Like, you remember the name Gasoline Alley. I remember that comic strip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you guys have talked about that before too. When you brought it up.
And I remember like Cats and Jammer Kids were famous. Like we're from I know you're old, Mike, but you're not as old as us. So like we remember things a little bit differently.
You're in your early.
I'm 53, and even though it doesn't seem like that much, is like I grew up in the 70s, and I remember the early 70s. So like, and Woody remembers the 60s too. So like we can talk about this stuff, kind of in like a societal, like how we thought type of thing.
Right. So let's see. Then there was another Dick Tracy story here, Dick Tracy and Young Jim's Legacy. Again, not a whole lot. Milton, Kenneth, Terry and the Pirates. Just kind of give you guys an idea of some of the story. Moon Mullins from Frank Willard. And if you were telling me that Moon Mullins, wasn't he associated with another feature that we talked about?
Correct. Moon Mullins. That's another one that I think was he a spinoff of something else?
Major Hoople, I believe.
All right. Correct. Yes. Because like as soon as I see the drawing, I'm like, yeah, it first came from that.
Yeah, Harold Keane. So
Woody just said, yes, I definitely read Gasoline Alley every Sunday in the comics. And that's what I remember too, being a young kid, because I remember early 70s. Gasoline Alley was like a huge thing. It was in the comics. I remember that in the papers.
Okay, so anyway, and then let's take an expanded look here at the cover. Look at this cover. 6 pages of Dick Tracy, 6 pages of Terry and the Pirates. Super kind of the crossword aspect in the upper left-hand corner there.
Yeah.
But you got a couple of guys, a little, granted, maybe not as much like Slam, but still kind of hard-nosed detective fighting here.
That's some hard fisticuffs right there. Yeah, they're going for it.
10 cents, number 10 right there. So there we go with that. So now...
That's awesome.
Now we're going to move on to actually getting to read some stories here. As I said, we'll go first.
Smiling Jack.
So let's go to Comic Book Plus, our favorite home for PD Comics, public domain. Down to Dell Western here. Start off with Cracker Jack Funnies number 10. Do a few of those, and then we'll see where we're at. I know we're coming up on a half hour already. I know we're getting close to that, so I need to speed up just a tad.
Yeah, you're right. I'll stop adding.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Cracker. Initially, when I first saw this title, I thought it said Cracker Jack Funnies, but then I had to really do a double take and realize it was Cracker Jack Funnies.
Cracker Jack.
Yeah. All right. So this is version 1. So here we go. Cracker Jack Funnies right there. No, he isn't carrying it for me. He is stuck. I'm taking him to the plumber. Apparently, kid's wearing a tuba there. Yeah, I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. Oh wait, actually no, it's at 25, so that's normal size for me most of the time. Let's see.
Cracker Jack. That's a good one, Woody. I saw it.
Dan Dunn, Red Rider, Don Winslow, Myra North, Duck Jones, Wash Tubbs, Freckles, G-Man, and Tom Mix, and many more. So, let's go ahead and get into this and see what we can find here. And for those of you who may not have noticed, but I got a haircut yesterday.
You did, and you were looking very trim, slim, and aerodynamic. I love it. Great haircut.
I just normally when I type in a comment, usually will help get it back up to what it should be more accurate. It went actually back down to 1 there. Man, ay.
That's all right. That's all right. We know Woody's still here, and toys will come in eventually, and I'm sure RJ will jump in.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. So
Cross
and
Comics will show up.
And look at it. Look at this, Batgoat. A actually colored ad page here.
I know it looks different. Where's my pupils? What is this? This is different.
It's slightly different here. Well, there's a plane
There's some
right
like
there.
comics.
Look at that flying airplane model right there.
Yeah, the airplane. That's really cool.
How to build a soapbox.
They're selling like other comics here, aren't they?
Huh?
Yeah. Toy money. Look at number 29. Go all the way down to, was it 29? Toy money. Look at that. Boy, that was long before they had regulations on. Well, that changed. That changed within a few. That changed within a few years. You can't pretend to send funny money. You can't even show money on TV. Like there's weird rules about it. Or if you do, it can only be a certain percentage, and you can't show the serial numbers and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's Dan Dunn by Norman Marsh, Secret Operative. Dan Dunn, Secret Operative 48. So
I'm listening, Mike. I'm just gonna walk to the window. You can see me.
All right. Granted, the picture I know is a little faded there, but it still looks pretty good. I think I will though increase the font a little bit here to make it make things a little easier to read there. Should be fine there.
Ow.
It's all right there, Batgoat?
Yeah, anyone see me walk into the couch there? That was not smart.
I didn't. I'm on the other page here, so.
Ooh, I've got to plug in my computer too.
All right. Dan, this mystery is too much for me. What do you make of it? Curtis, we know Stewart was shot at Memorial Hall, and how it was done. These clues will all form a pattern. I don't see that this leads us anywhere. I suppose not. I'm going to take a look at that scaffold by daylight. Later at Memorial Hall. Hello? What's that caught on the ladder rings? Piece of a blue suit. Guess I better show this to Curtis. Maybe he can identify it. Did you find anything else on the Stewart case, Dan? Here's another clue to Jerry's killer, Curtis. I found this outside Memorial Hall. A torn piece of a man's suit, blue with a white pin stripe. Yes, it was hanging on a nail of the scaffold ladder. Got any ideas? Hmm. I had a shop foreman named Renetti. Had to fire him last week. Seems he had a suit like this. But I don't see why Renetti would be mixed up in this, Dan. Well, why not? Why not? Working for you, he could have had that. He could have had that Curtis name plate, and if that bit of cloth is from his suit, Curtis, I think we're getting closer to Stewart's murder. The clues don't um, to Renetti, your ex foreman. Okay. I'm sorry. The clues point to Renetti, your ex foreman. The way they wrote that P right there, that looks more like a D than a P. You see that, Batgoat?
Where am I looking at? I was on
Far
another screen.
right.
I'm sorry. I just clicked in here.
Oh, far
Which
right.
far right?
Yeah. Um, there's a point there where it says clues point to Renetti, but the way they have that P lettered, it looks more like a D. The portion I'm talking about where it starts off Curtis, I think where you see that, or should I
Yeah, I do. I do. I do.
see where it gets
Oh
down
yeah,
to?
yeah. No, I see that too. That's it too. That's I just it's actually you have to like squint your eyes, but it is in there. That's just th- but this print right here is actually pretty good to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike the last time we were together, right?
I know. Yeah. Bad print is bad print. That's no fun.
Yeah. Um but Dan, I can't understand why he'd do it. That, that's what I'll try to find out. Maybe he was mad at Stewart. Um may have been mad at me for firing him, but it was Stewart who was killed. Um I don't want to let Renetti know he's suspect.
Really?
Really what? He doesn't want to let what were you saying?
No. Amazon is crap, and I'm trying to order something, and I entered in
Oh,
my
what we
phone
were talking
number,
about
and
earlier?
yeah, what we were talking about earlier, and my Amazon just went all crazy on me because I'm trying to ship to a different address. So
Hmm.
I'm getting a little upset right now. But keep going, Mike.
All right. Um I don't want to let I don't want to let Renetti know he's suspected. And I feel that if he did it, that there are more persons involved. I'm going to phone Irwin to join me. But Dan, what can Irwin do? Don't worry on that score. I have a plan, Curtis. And look, there's a pew pew right there in Dan Dunn's name right there, Batgo. Did you see that earlier?
Um, oh yeah, I do like that. I noticed that right away. That is, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. That is cool.
Hmm. Okay. And listen, Irwin. Your train gets here at 6:30 tonight. Bring some of your phony convict pictures. Yeah, the ones with you in stripes and the heading and the heading wanted $1,000 reward. That's right. When you get here, you'll be arrested at the depot. No, Irwin, it's a fake. It's a fake pinch. Understand? It looks like he's doing some little screwy there, huh? Hey, Batgoat. Are you still there?
Well, he's got kind of a crooked smile there. That smile looks the same the whole time through.
Hmm. Yes, I'll meet you at the police station. Don't talk to anyone before I see you. Dan,
Yeah,
what's
it's an
this?
evil grin. It's an evil grin. I see it.
Yeah, Dan, what's this all about? Fake arrest, phony pictures. Um, I I was talking to Erwin Curtis. He's coming in on the evening train. Um, and what about the phony convict pictures you spoke to him about, Dan? Oh, those are fake handbills. Irwin, um, Irwin in prison stripes and short haircut. But uh, but what are they for? Um, I want O'Halloran's mob to see the reward offered for Irwin on those handbills. Um,
Mike, you
then
hear
they'll
me?
yeah,
Am
I
I
can hear
with
you.
you? Okay. I had to shut off my. Everyone loves and talks about their VPNs, but it really like you cannot buy crap online when you have a VPN, or you have to like VPNs aren't the greatest all the time. So I had to shut it down and everything resets. So
Okay, so you were gone for a moment there.
I know, but that's the VPN's fault. I forgot about that. They're stupid.
I didn't even know that.
They're great when I'm on the road, but I should not use my VPN when I'm at home. It's a dumb idea. It's really stupid.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Walters.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to get the numbers accurate. That's why I'm doing that.
That's all right. That's
All
okay. Keep reading. Everything's good.
right. Yeah. Hmm. Then they'll think he's a right guy. Eh? Exactly. I now I want to see Captain Sharp and make arrangements for Irwin's reception. Okay, I'll drive you down. There's a city, Dan. City Hall, Dan. You know where Captain Sharp's office is? Thanks. I've got to tell him that Irwin is arriving. Um, Captain, arrest Irwin Higgs when he gets here tonight. I'll give you his description. Uh, why Irwin's your partner, Dan? What's the deal? What's the idea? Um, I'll meet I'll meet Irwin here and talk to him. I want the O'Halloran's mob to think he's a crook. Um, let's see. A good idea. A good idea. Irwin may find out if that gang was behind the Stewart murder. Now, let me ask you something, Becco. Wouldn't this be considered? I know you're. I don't know if you'd know this or not because I know you're not as. You may not be as versed.
Hey, Mike, I'm all done with my other stuff. You're gonna get a package at your door tomorrow. It's gonna arrive tomorrow from Amazon.
Okay, they actually said it will arrive tomorrow.
Yep, and it's gonna have your name on it. That's what I was like swearing. I'm like, what's going on here? I just had to correct the addresses through Amazon. It's going to
And
you.
for those of you in the chat who are wondering what Batgoat is talking, well, Batgoat, you want to tell them?
I'm buying, and here's my email, Amazon.com order. I bought Mike a not expensive but not cheap good microphone called a Yeti Snowball. To those of you, what are you probably seeing me like? I pretend when I'm not doing the earbuds, when I have the microphone, that's a Blue Yeti. It's a great microphone. I put it off to the side, pretend I'm doing that stupid plastic one, but it's a great microphone. Um, so I think Mike's computer is bad, and I think his microphone is bad on the computer. So I'm sending him a microphone so that he can speak to us well. He doesn't need headphones, and it'll plug right into the USB side of his computer. And I know Amazon can; they certainly can do that to themselves. And Bezos is a, I know, I know, I'm with you. I hate them as much, and I hate myself for being an Amazon Prime member. But it's just so dang
But
easy.
basically, the bottom line is Batgoat was generous enough to offer to buy me a mic and send it to me, so that
I bought it. I bought a microphone for Mike. I sent it to him. It should be there tomorrow.
yeah, so that so that basically when I stream, I sound better than I do, to where I'm not like cracking up like last night every now and again. So I guess we'll just
And it's like I told Mike earlier, it's my way of saying thank you, Mike, for allowing me to co-host with you for over a year now. It's been really fun,
I
and
yeah,
thank you to the chat.
I just realized something. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to transition over the Google permission to that mic, because I had
Uh,
that's what happened. You remember that week where I couldn't hear you?
yeah.
Yeah, that's because apparently somehow I shut off permissions. So
Well, Mike, you're going to get it tomorrow, so like send me an email because I'm pretty sure it's going to be as easy as what I think it is. That you're just going to you're going to take the USB cord of it and you're going to stick it inside of your computer, and it's going to talk to your computer, and you should be able to use your mouse to point and click and figure out how it works,
yeah,
right?
all
Like
right.
it's super easy. But
Uh,
of course, when people say "Don't worry, it's easy," I know, I get it. I have anxiety, so when someone tells me something like "It's so easy," I'm like, "Shut up." But here's what I think: uh, if you plug in the microphone to your computer, I
mhm.
have a I have a feeling it's going to tell you what to do, and it'll be all right, and it's going to sound real good.
All right. Well, I'll have to check it out, and I guess my first opportunity to use it will probably be when I go
When you
on.
stream on Monday,
Well, no, even before that, because if RJ does his open mic night on
mm,
Sunday,
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah,
So,
good idea, absolutely. All right,
all right. So, anyways, let's get back to the, and we're coming up on 43 minutes already. So, um,
I know. You know what, Woody? I know, dude. I know, dude. I know. And I'm a
um,
jerk for being part of the system.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah. But going back to what we were just talking about here, real quick,
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, back to the
in
comics.
the comics here, wouldn't this be considered what they're trying to pull here unconstitutional? Wouldn't this be like
As far as this was a setup, right?
yeah, I think they're what they're doing is they're hoping to have Irwin, lure a mob in for something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a setup. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think even to
Of
this
course,
day
this was the
it's
1930s too, so this stuff was probably a little more
yeah.
practical.
However, we still see it in the news that like murder convictions get overthrown from sloppy police work due to uh, what's it called? Like this kind of stuff. They
Yeah,
do that. Like entrapment or
yeah,
you know what I
entrapment.
mean?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Anyways, going on with the story here. Um, and if they are, Captain, I'm going to see that every last one involved is brought to justice. I'm sounding good right now, right?
You're sounding great. You haven't had any drops. Everything's great.
And then here with a red background here, Dan Dunn with the Secret Operative 48 by Norman
And I'll
Marshall.
tell you what, even if it was just like the Wi-Fi kind of like dropping and crackling it, you do need a good microphone. So I'm glad I'm doing this for you.
All right. Yeah. Um, Dan, you seem to have a line on almost everything connected with Stewart's murder. Um, yes, yes, Captain. Red O'Halloran Curtis, and Stewart, the Welfare League. But what do you mean almost? There's another person who might become involved, Elisha Cobb. Um, who is he? Um, all right, there, Batgoat.
I'm all right. Keep going.
And an old skinflint, real estate loans,
I love
private
that.
banks.
Love that
He's
term,
very rich.
skinflint.
Yeah, a term we don't hear too much of anymore, right?
Like saying a miser or a cheap,
Yeah.
the penny pincher.
Somebody who clutches their money like SJW.
Yeah,
SJWs clutch their pearls.
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
There's a little comparative social commentary there.
That was funny though. I like it.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Where does Cobb fit in? Um, come with me, Dan. I'll show you why Cobb may have hated Stewart and Curtis. Stewart's murder is showing up more of his enemies. Showing. Shouldn't that say showing us more of his enemies? Showing up more of his enemies.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Now you add Elisha Cobb. Where are we going? Over on Green Street. Here's my car.
Everyone knows where Green Street is.
What has Cobb got to do with Green Street, Captain? Cobb owns most of it, Dan.
Wow, he owns Green Street. Dang,
Yeah, that's
he's
most
for,
of it.
he's for real.
But I still don't see. Here's Green Street. Cheap cafes, gambling joints. So he's probably got it. Well, I guess
That's my place. You know, that's where Batgoat hangs out.
And my guess is what the captain is implying here is that basically this old skinflint has his hands in all the dirty business on this Green Street, as it were.
I'll agree with that one. Yeah.
Not a pleasant appearing neighborhood. No, and all owned by Cobb and run by O'Halloran. Get the connection?
No. What could that be?
Well, I'm guessing that.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. I'm guessing, of course, that Cobb owns everything, and O'Halloran is the guy who's basically the CEO, I guess.
Excuse me. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I was being sarcastic. You figured it out, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Elisha Cobb and Red O'Halloran. They're partners in illicit business, Captain. That's right, Dan. Leading citizen and leading hoodlum. I like how they said that. Leading citizen and leading hoodlum.
He's a hoodlum. Yeah.
I mean, just kind of the contrast in that statement right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Contrast in it. You got the leading citizen and the leading, leading hoodlum. You know, what I mean, that would almost be like trying to suggest that, let's say, Jimmy Hoffa and JFK were trying to run the country together, right?
Or think of like Batman and Two-Face, like the leading guy who's actually the criminal type of thing, right?
Yeah.
The DA who's actually the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then Cobb might be sore at the Welfare League. I'll say he is, but he helped Stewart and Curtis start it. And then the league went after O'Halloran's gang. Then Cobb quit them and the league. But why do the people stand for this combination, Captain? Because Cobb is also a power in politics. Yeah. So it's kind of funny because in DC, I don't know if you heard me when I read the note last week, but they were, when we were doing DC, when RJ and I were doing the DC stories last week, I
Uh-huh.
read one of the notes there that in a number of early Superman stories and at least one early Green Lantern story, the state and local officials were pretty much corrupt.
Yes, 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 yes. And it's always fun seeing that.
Yeah. So there you go.
Not fun, but it is what it is. And like certain things in our society and the way we are and the way I love being an American, but just certain crap hasn't changed in almost 100 years, right? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Uh
Yeah.
huh. I mean, if you can make the argument that a lot of the same crap that was happening in the late 30s is happening right now with what they're trying to do to Trump.
Right? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like
Wait, no.
go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like the people that attack Trump right now are just literally insane. If you attack Trump, you do not understand reality. You're a weird person. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
Well, everybody though in the establishment is trying to keep Trump from running again. They're doing everything,
They're
including.
really weird. They don't like reality for some reason. I don't understand what that's all about.
Well, they want their communist utopia. It's what they want.
You know what? I agree with you. They're all about the communism. When I'm not a fan of communism. I served our country in the United States
Yeah.
Navy, and I don't like communism.
Anyways, let's get off this sidetrack and get back to the story here.
That was a good sidetrack, though. I'm gonna like fist bump on that because that was very true.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, again, and part of the thing we do is comparative social commentary. So,
it is true, and like that's why I brought it up because like 100 years later, it's like, wow, really? Yeah, it's
anyways, as I see it, Captain Cobb and O'Halloran hated Stewart. Someone had Stewart killed. Maybe it was Cobb. Maybe so, Dan. See that fellow? Um, what about him? That's young Frank Cobb, old Elisha's son and rent collector. This Frank is another probable suspect. Sure, and the old man keeps Frank out of jail. Hmm.
sorry, Mike. I walked away,
Okay. Cobb and
but
son
I'm
Frank.
listening.
Yeah. Okay. Cobb and son Frank. A nice arrangement, huh, Captain? That's right, Dan. I can think of no other angles to this case. We better get back. I'll I'll want to go over all this with Irwin. I can hear you digging there, Batgoat.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, well, Chief, tell everyone that you're fine right now. You were very drunk last night, yes?
Yes.
All right, no, keep going, Mike.
All right.
Like he stops when I talk.
Well, in this case, because there was too much background noise there from you.
I'm sorry. He was filling up his water and things. And
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was
first time I've seen him in like 12 hours, I'm like, you were kind of drunk last night. He was like, yeah, I was.
All right. Anyways,
It's pretty rare because
Yeah.
it's usually me.
Yeah. Anyways, getting back to the story here. Curtis behind Stewart's murder are Elisha Cobb and O'Halloran, but proving it will be difficult, I'm afraid. What makes you think that, Dan?
Have you, Woody?
Wait, the doorbell. That's funny. Nobody there. Hey, Dan. Um, probably some kids turn on the porch light. Look, they're on the porch floor. The, you're next. You're next. What can that mean? Say, if this is a joke, it isn't, Curtis. This is a threat of death. Those words are a threat, Curtis. Turn out the light and shut the door. All right, Dan, but you're not serious. I think he is. They were serious about Jeffrey Stewart, weren't they? You think O'Halloran? But I don't know. But you're going to have a police bodyguard. I'm not afraid, Dan. But I don't want a bodyguard, Dan. Go ahead. Call up Captain Sharp. Tell him I said to have a man out here in a hurry. Meanwhile, I'll see Irwin. We've got to move fast. I don't see anything indicating yet, like wait, more next issue. So I think this may still have at least one more page here. I'll wait and see. Actually, no, that was the last page. I guess they just did. Usually they'll say, because I know a lot of these stories are like 4 pages and stuff like that. So, 4 or 5 pages. So, you there, Batgoat?
I am here. I'm typing on YouTube. I'm listening to you though.
Okay, yeah, I see that. So, anyways, so here's Red Rider. We'll just kind of breeze through here. Let me see where are we at on time. Oh, we're coming up on an hour already. So
turn out the lights. Come on. Oh, are we on an hour already? Yeah, 57 minutes. Okay,
coming up on it. So Buck
right.
Jones here.
Where are you headed?
Wisecrack
for Crackerjack.
$1. We will pay $1 for original funny jokes. Look at all those faces laughing right there. You know that blonde girl looks kind of cute.
She does for a 30s strumpet. She does. Mike? Do you remember the old Crackerjack? Do you remember the song? Like from the early 70s? I remember this.
I don't remember.
What do you call a kid that can bat like that? You call that kid a crackerjack. What do you call a kid that can golf like that? And they would show kids doing any activity. You call that kid a crackerjack. That's what I remember from the 70s. What do you know? You're going to remember that.
So here's the details of this particular content.
Queer, where's the bear? I got the bear.
Yeah.
Queer.
So here's, I guess, $1 for each new joke that is selected for publication. Rules. Print your joke on one side of a plain paper.
Wow, that's no. Hey, that's not screwing around. $1 is, let's see, $1 in 1939 is $21. Yo, that's kind of like, that's good for the kids.
Yeah. On one side of plain paper with your name, age, and address. Okay, rule number 2.
There's no such thing as doxing. Like, our minds are like all about doxing and oh my god, personal privacy, even though everyone knows everything about everything or everyone else, which you can find anyone's information online. So doxing, I think, is a stupid idea. And they're like, hey, send your crap to us. Tell us who you are, your address, and we're good to go.
Send in only one joke. The one you think is the best. No entries can be returned.
Meaning you give us the joke, it's ours.
3. Watch this page for your joke. If it is printed, you will receive $1. Remember, every one used will be paid for. Mail your entry to Crackerjack Funnies, Puski, Pu, Puski,
Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie. It's Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie, New
Poughkeepsie.
York. Send your
Poughkeepsie, New
joke
York.
today, which is your permission for us to print it.
Read Woody's comment. Do you see that?
Not yet, but I will. The one at the very bottom.
Very bottom. Yeah, read that. Classic.
All right, let me.
Woody, I haven't even got upstairs. I have not got the trophy. I'm gonna go do that.
I'm just waiting for the YouTube because I can read it better on YouTube. And on here, I'm just waiting for it to come up on YouTube there because I already have it up on that. But okay, there we go. The modern equivalent is print your joke on one side of a piece of paper, and if we don't like it, we will ruin your life. Yeah, that's probably true, Woody. You got
That
a
is
point there.
so good, Woody. Man, what a good joke. Like that's just the Lowell's trophy is over. You won it tonight for that right there. Even if Toys comes in and lays 10 of his Toys lines down, it doesn't matter. That gets it.
Yeah. All right, time marches on here. This looks very interesting. Oh, look at that. We have another Sheena wannabe here. Look at that.
Yeah, kind of hot, but yeah, she is actually kind of hot.
Don't you kind of wish
Dudes, they got some
you kind of
rocking
wish you
beers.
could just walk right through the screen into your arms?
I'm MGTOW, Mike. You know what I am. Men go their own way. I don't need chicks anymore. I got grandkids.
And then there's Major Hoop. Let's see, Crackerjack.
Major Hoople, yeah, that's another one. I know that. Myra North. There we go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go with our
See, my
favorite
nurse girl. I love her. I mean,
by Ray Thompson and Charles Cole. So let's see. I'm gonna let's see what happens if I bring this up a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. All right, I zoomed in like up to 200 magnification.
It looks good. I can read it. Can you read it? Oh,
yeah, I can read it now. It was a little more difficult before. That's why I magnified it.
Well, it looks perfect right now. I can read it too.
All right. Today we find Myra and Dr. Jason speeding back to the hospital in the car borrowed from Mr. Carlson.
Borrowed? Does that mean he stole something? He stole a car?
Maybe. I guess if there are parentheses there, that could be the implication.
Right. You do Myra? You do the Myra voice?
Yeah, that's what I'm prepping to do.
Got it. You got it.
Tell me, Jim. What about Mark? Is he? I've been dreading to tell you, Myra, but his case is pretty hopeless unless we can find his mother for a blood transfusion. But she's in Europe, and we don't even know who she is or why. Jim, this is terrible. Yes, it is. Yes, it seems pretty hopeless, but I want to perform an experiment on Moses as soon as we reach the hospital. A few moments later, now Myra, we'll have to lay all our cards on the table. With the hospital staff, you see, I must know for certain these babies really are twins.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm in the middle of texting my disc golf coach. Like, I
Uh,
pay for lessons at this point. So
okay. Once inside the hospital, Myra is shown to the nurses' quarters, while Dr. Jason hurries with the infant to the surgery. I believe I see what the doctor is driving at now. If the babies are not really twins, and the one with the tattoo mark has this peculiar blood disease, it may mean. Meanwhile, looks as if your suspicions are confirmed, Doctor. This child is definitely of the quote unquote C blood group. Yeah, yes, it's getting clearer now. There's but there's but one well-known family in Europe that has this hereditary trait. The deposed house of Hollenberg, now living in exile. Myra, I'm practically certain Mark and Moses are not even related. Um, say, what are you doing? I'm going to cable Jack Lane. There's just a chance we still can save Mark's life.
Woody, you pay attention to the story because I'm in the middle of. I pay for disc lessons. I have to talk to my pro here. I'm sorry.
While Myra and Dr. Jason are fighting valiantly to save the ebbing life of the ill-fated Mark, let us focus our attention on Jack and Lu Wen, um, as they hasten to the dock at a French seaport. How Myra and Jason ever eluded that liner that liner is beyond me, Lou. Um, Myra still smart detective. Maybe fret not. We reach America soon. Mr. Lane, here's a cablegram awaiting. There's a cablegram awaiting you. They forwarded it from your hotel. Great guns, Luke. It's from Myra. Hold everything. This throws an entire new light on the affair. Um, Grab that taxi again. Um, does she send her love? Oh boy. Okay. Jack is real serious, and then his traveling companion goes, "Did she send her love?" Talk about oblivious. Oh boy. Lou, we have to charter a plane for a transatlantic hop. Now, for everybody out there, just in case you don't realize, transatlantic just simply means going across the Atlantic. It does not mean, gender fluid or any of that, stuff.
Correct. It just means like hopping the pond, as they call it, right?
Right. Uh huh. Yeah. So, trans as in more transportation, as it were. Um,
Sorry, Mike. My disc golf coach, and now all of a sudden my son-in-law. And I do have to text in the middle of the show. I'm very sorry.
that's all right. I understand stuff comes up sometimes.
And
Um,
well, yeah, there's money involved with their house and stuff like this. It's one of those things.
yeah. Um, but first, we must look up ex Queen Ellen of Baronia. Myra thinks she may be the mother of one of the babies. Woo! Here we go. Let's see. Oh, now look. Okay,
I'm looking, Mike.
okay.
I see it.
You see how they colored the one guy here? They colored him kind of yellowish green right there.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I think he is, of course, of Chinese descent. That's probably why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I think his name did have a Chinese name there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I see what you. Yeah. No, you're right. And they did. They like inked him a little bit more yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, don't you see, Lou? The twins' angle of this case was only to confuse the opposition as to the whereabouts of the Holenberg heir. The king was assassinated shortly before the child was born. Then the patriots of peace stepped in, and to prevent any more national incidents, decided the child must be brought up in secrecy. Yeah, yes, and now we must appeal to ex Queen Ellen's maternal instinct and get her to fly with us to America to save her son's life. Um, the sad part of the story is fact we've been wrong all along regarding Dr. Jason. Yeah, yes, Lou. I hate to think of that. Myra never will forgive me. Jack is, I guess, her beau. I guess her boyfriend. Um, well, here we are at the Queen's Chateau. At least from now on, we can be sure of working on Myra's side. In the infant's ward of the hospital, Myra and Dr. Jason continue their weary vigil at the bedside of the rapidly sinking royal baby. Isn't there anything we can do for him, Jim? I feel so helpless. We've done everything we've done everything possible, Myra. He needs his mother. Oh, why
Someone's
haven't
doing a
we?
burnout right behind me.
Huh? Oh, why haven't we heard from Jack? Suppose he fails me now. I can't bear this waiting. There, Myra. There, Myra. You've been through so much, but you mustn't neglect little Moses. You know. You're right, Jim. I wonder what's to become of him now. At that moment, far across the dark Atlantic, a giant plane starts on the perilous western crossing. Um, we should reach the other side in another few hours, Your Highness. Oh, why did I ever let them take my baby away? I wi- I might have known this awful family trait would develop. Don't worry, don't worry, Queen. Don't worry, Queen Ellen. I'm sure Miss North and Doctor Jason are doing everything possible for your son. Back at the hospital. Sorry to disturb you, Doctor, but there's a state trooper outside claims he has a warrant for the arrest of both you and Miss North. What? But officer, we can't leave now. I'm on an important case. Sorry, Doctor Jason, but you both face serious charges brought by brought by a man named
Oh, damn.
what?
I'm sorry, my son-in-law.
What?
I thought I was a conservative, but my son-in-law just sent me a meme and picture that I thought we were talking. Like my daughter is about to have my second. My granddaughter is expected soon, so I thought we were talking about that. And then he sent me a meme, and it had Joe Biden's son on there, and something about legal pornography, which apparently is true. Joe Biden's son is actually a pedophile and stuff. But anyways, he just sent me that picture, and I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Have they actually found evidence that Hunter is a P
Oh,
word?
I thought that was found 8 months ago, and we all know this. Rudy Giuliani found it, and we all know this. He is a pedophile.
This is the
The
first.
pictures are out there. It's for real.
This is the first I've heard of it. This is the first I've heard of it. But anyways, let's go. So the officer's coming to arrest them for stealing that car, basically, or quote unquote borrowing the car.
Sorry about that, Mike. I think Hunter Biden is the worst piece of garbage criminal in the world, and I can't believe he was in the Navy. I hate him, and he is a pedophile. And I'm sorry, I'm using your platform to say that our president's son is a piece of crap criminal and is a pedophile.
You know, if you really think about it, if you really dig deep,
he embarrasses me.
I think there are many on the radical left who are all that and above.
I served in the Navy.
The Bidens, the Pelosi's.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed that he was in the Navy. I can't even tell you how embarrassed that I am that he was in the Navy. It's disgusting. I'm so disgusted with our country right now.
Well, if we can get them out of power, if we can get a bunch of MAGA conservatives voted into the House, and get them back in control of Congress, we can
that would help
a lot of their garbage.
Well, you know what? It's coming up in a couple months, Mike. We're going to see this. People talk about the wave coming. I think that's going to happen. That's just my opinion.
Well, I know Red Eagle Politics is predicting it. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to just. I saw a good meme, and I'm like, dude, I know you're right. He is. He's a horrible person. Our president's son is a horrible person. I will say that live.
Hey, Lorenzo. Lorenzo's here. I just saw that.
Oh, hey. Whoa. Sorry. I was in the middle of my day. Hi, Lorenzo. Happy Friday. Good to see you.
Yeah, I just happened to see that when I just popped back in on the
stream. Yeah, sorry. I sidetracked you, Mike. I'm sorry. I won't do that anymore.
Anyways, let's get back to the story.
Correct. My bad. I'm sorry. I really apologize for that.
Because we're already past the hour mark. I know that much.
Yeah.
We're at an hour 19 now, so I may just go straight to. I may not even hit the Tom Mix story. I may just go straight to the comics. You all right there, Batgoat?
I just read what he said, and I lost my shit because he's right.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the story.
Okay.
I guess all our work has been in vain, Myra. This may be the end of everything. Meanwhile, in the hospital surgery,
you are right.
A strange case nurse, and it's quite sad about that baby. Oh well, we've done everything within our power. Doctor, there's there's a call from the Newark airport asking for Miss North.
You are right.
A plane has just landed from Europe, and the baby's mother is aboard. What? Have her rushed here immediately.
Mike, do you notice how huge my forehead looks? I have a
No, because I
7
wasn't
head.
looking at the YouTube screen at the
No,
moment.
do you know how bald I am? Oh my god, why am I doing this? But I pretend like I have hair. I do not have hair. I'm a bald man. But that's cool. That's fine. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
53 years old. I have grandkids, and I disc golf every day. All right, continue, Mike.
All right. In a high-powered car and with a special police escort, ex-Queen Ellen is speeding from the airport to the hospital where her tiny son lies dying. Ooh.
Do you know how many
It,
fucking people think Ukraine is like my Marine Corps unit had to be saved from the Ukraine? They tried to steal our shit.
Batgoat, you're really getting into the other stuff, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I did. I'm sorry. I did.
I mean, you even use the F word on my channel here. Uh,
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I know, and you did warn me that you had a couple of drinks before the show. I get it, so I forget.
I
But
used the F word. Oh, that's no good. Oh no,
yeah,
that's not good. That's not good. I'm sorry, Mike. All right, continue.
that's all right. I know stuff happens like there. Hey, I'll swear every once in a while too. So I mean, but no. Anyways, let's get back to the story here. Um, it was a marvelous piece of deduction on Myra's part to trace the baby back to you, Your Majesty. Yes, she shall be handsomely rewarded. But at that moment, Myra and Dr. Jason are being ushered into the county jail, not far from the hospital. Please, Sergeant, can't we have an immediate hearing? It's vitally important I get back to the hospital. Sorry, Doctor, nothing can be done until morning. I can't understand why I don't hear from Jack. Well, Jack's there, Myra, right? After a sleepless night, Myra is taken from her cell to face Carson's charges. So, you thought you could escape me, did you? Pardon while I enjoy my last laugh. Ha ha. The prisoners are accused of evading arrest, unlawful presence in the country, assault and battery, larceny of automobile. Say, you two have quite a nice little record. Can you offer me any good reason why I should not hold hold you under $10,000 bail for further hearing? Why, Jack! I can, Your Honor. Why, Sergeant Lane? I haven't seen you in these parts for ages. Do you know the prisoners? Do I know them? I love them. I mean, one of them. You see that, Batgoat? Did you see that?
I mean, one of them. I love them. I love all of them. Well, yeah, no, that is good. I do like that.
Ah. See here, this is highly irregular. I demand that the hearing proceed. Just a moment, Mr. Carson. I am running this court. Go on with your story, Lane. Well, Judge, it's a long tale, but I assure you both Miss North and Dr. Jason were merely acting to save a baby's life. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, another gripping drama is being enacted. Man, this is kind of a cool story, isn't it? Batgoat got a
And
cross of between a medical drama and a bit of a noir crime drama here going on at the same time.
absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some good writing too.
Yep.
How is he, Doctor? A bit early to tell just yet. Um, Today we find Myra, Jack, and Dr. Jason about to leave police headquarters as the chagrined Carson is forced to drop his charges in the face of Jack's explanation. Lane, you sure got here just in time. 1,000 thanks. It seems too good to be true to see you two shaking hands. I hope this will be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Haven't we heard that line a few hundred times before? Hey, Batgoat. Start of a beautiful friendship.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What is that from? Well, I'm blanking out. The start of beautiful friendship.
Casablanca.
Yes. No. Was it?
It might have been. I think it was Humphrey Bogart, maybe who said it, but
Okay.
one
Yes.
of his
All right.
movies.
Thank you. Yes.
Anyways,
Just like Dante's Inferno, I just realized this week. Abandon hope all ye who enter here was the Divine Comedy when Dante wrote about hell, the gates of hell, and that's like 600 years ago. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, okay. So, Jack, in the excitement, I almost forgot about Mark's mother. Did you bring her with you? Quick, tell us about the baby. Um, you'll know yourself in a few minutes, Myra. I hurried to the police as soon as I heard you were arrested. When I left the hospital, they had started the transfusion. Doctor Doctor Gibson, tell us, is he? The child is sleeping peacefully. But this is gonna be fun to try to read. You see that huge little scratch mark there?
Yeah, that's not good. I can see that. That ruins half the text.
All right. The child is sleeping peacefully, Miss North. I'm happy to say he's going to recover. At least we had enough of the context there to figure out what was being said. So
Yep.
thank heaven. And now, Miss North, the baby's mother is very anxious to see you. And um, now, Myra, if you can decide what to do with Moses, whom the Queen says is just a poor orphan, your worries are over. I have an idea, Jim. I'm going to see Queen Ellen right now. May I ask your highness plans now that your baby will get well? All right, may I ask what your highness's plans are now that your baby will get well? I'll never leave my boy again, Miss North. I'm planning to stay here and raise him in America. The quote patrons of peace unquote have granted permission. Wouldn't you like to adopt Moses so he can grow up with Mark. They're really been just like twins. What a grand idea! I'll be indebted to you always for this, my dear. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a cool way to end? Let's see. I'm thinking that's probably the end of
I'm
the.
sorry, I was texting Mike. I did not see any of that.
All right.
Don't read it again. I heard what you were saying, and now I can see it. Yeah, I get the context.
Yeah. Now that is kind of that is a very happy ending there.
I do like that. Yes,
Where are we at on that?
Myra's good. We like our Myra.
An hour, and so we're already at the hour and a half mark. So
Okay,
uh,
that's cool. That's cool. You're doing fine.
yeah. So I'm gonna just breeze through this stuff real quickly.
Okay.
The rest of this because we are running a little, and I did want to get to the other book here. So kind of
I apparently I made Woody leave. I thought I was. I know. I was talking politics. I'm sorry, Mike. I did that. It was my
you
bad.
made Woody. Oh, I can't stand it anymore. I'm checking. Oh, it's an upside down world. Vladimir Putin is the only one that represents an actual government where other people can't stand it anymore. I'm checking out and watching something else. Have a nice.
I know. That was
Yeah,
my fault.
we kind of
I'm sorry,
sidetracked
Mike.
a little more than usual tonight. That was just.
Sorry, Woody. Yeah, it definitely a sidetrack tonight, and that was my fault. And I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
I understand. Sometimes it happens.
I know, but in my defense, there's a microphone showing up at your house tomorrow, and
Yep. And I thank you for that.
you're welcome,
That should
Mike.
help. And here's Apple, Mary, and Denny. 80. I'm just trying to get. And here's comment. And I would
Is it
have.
getting dark behind me? Yeah, I think I need to shut the. I got to shut the drips. Keep reading.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this back down to 125. Ed Tracer, G-Men, X32 on Winslow of the Navy. Wash Tugs by Roy Crane. Airplane models. Okay, so we're back to the. All right, so now what I'm going to do, of course, is I'm going to move on to the comics because I wanted to at least
Okay,
touch on.
cool. Mike, I'm gonna mute, and I'm gonna.
All right. All right, so now we're going to look at the last issue of the comics, Volume 1, Number 11 here from Dell Comics. Look at that. Nice coloring here. Nice cross change of color. Well, I'll leave it on there until we get to the all right, so Pop says I can keep him if he earns his keep. We got him. He's got a kangaroo here, and helping him deliver papers. That's kind of cute. So, Danger Valley, a thrilling movie starring Jack Randall, Ted Strong, Deadwood Gulch, Manhunt, Rod Ryan, Bill and Davy, Cowboy Comics, Gordon Fife. Enter our contest free, $25 in cash prizes. So let's look through some of this here. Matter Pops. CM Payne. It will be hush hush. The gang's all here. We're gonna have watermelons. Stop pouring till I tell you, or yeah, stop pouring or stop bouncing till I tell you. Keep it a secret, yes sir. I'll tell all the gang not to say a word. Boy, and then here's this makes it harder for Pop. It's not a Pop by CM Payne. Who who painted the mustache? I can't say. What do you mean you can't say? I promise William not to tell on him. um in that case, I'll see if I can pick up some clues on William. That's funny.
Smatter pop. That is good. I like that.
Well, I'll hit some of the more humor stories because they'll usually go a little shorter.
Yeah, they're good.
Salesman Sam.
I'm really bummed that I made Woody mad. I'm sorry, Woody.
That's okay.
He's gone already.
Yeah. All right. So, Cowboy Comics. Let's see. Hey, cowboy, we're deer hunting. Where can we rent some horses? Rough Riders, heroes made, not born.
Is that a car? Is that like a 1930s minivan?
Maybe I don't. I couldn't
Look how
tell you.
long at it. What is that? Hey, Robert Roberts. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Good to see you here.
Yep.
Good to have you here.
Hey, Robert. And if you guys haven't already, if you can like and share the stream to help get more friendly people in here, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, that's a spike buck. You can't shoot them. They got to have 2 points, or more on their horns. They'll jail you for that. For that. Oh no!
Oh, he's yeah, I get it.
Oh no! I'll get him a shovel and he can bury it in a half hour or so, and nobody will ever know.
That's huge in Minnesota. If you shoot a deer, or if you shoot, like, if you got a buck license and you only shoot a doe, and even 100 years ago, there are only certain types of deer you can shoot, and there's like, no, that's not a big enough deer. We're gonna go bury it. You get what I'm saying? Like, even to this day, it's still a huge deal. You cannot shoot deer that you're not allowed to shoot, if that makes sense. You have to apply for licenses between buck and doe, and it's a certain.
Game to shoot specific game, right?
Correct.
You-
So
Yeah,
these are basically
I
poachers.
have heard of that kind of thing before. It's like, well, I mean, if you remember the old Bugs Bunny cartoons, of course, it's rabbit season. No, it's duck season. No, it's rabbit.
Yeah. And what they're doing here is, like they said, well, it's only got like 2 horns instead of 4. It's too small. Let's shoot it anyways. So basically, they're saying they're poaching. Like,
Yeah.
that's what this is talking about.
Here we go again with this stupid thing. Anyways. All right. The curfew here. Hiya, that's for breakfast. Think I'm hauling wood for you night owls to be sitting up till 7 and 8 o'clock. Leave it be. Heroes are made, not born. Again. What did ya say, Ick? I was talking to that mule. There'll be more of this in the next issue of the comics. Actually, there won't be, because this is the final issue of the comics.
Was it really? You know what? Woody's back, and that rocks. Thank you, Woody. Like, you can't leave this. Whatever this train wreck is, you can't leave it. I'll be right back because I'm grabbing a trophy because someone won a Lulz trophy. And I know, like, at this point, what are we at, Mike? We're at 139.
Back up. Before you go grab the Lulz trophy, why don't you just to absolutely make sure that you've done it? I know you've said it already, and I don't know if Woody heard it, but just so we have him here now, why don't you go ahead? I know you were apologizing before to him over, if you can just, I
I
think it's
did, Woody. I know I was talking. Where my opinion about what's going on in Russia is dumb, and it's my opinion. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said my opinion.
yeah. Batgoat was just a little worried that he may have chased you away because he was rambling on. He
I
didn't
tend to
mean to.
ramble. My opinion sucks, and I'm sorry whenever I say it out loud.
Yeah, and he didn't mean to like chase you away if that was the problem before.
But
So
he's back, and we're glad he's back.
yep,
So
yep.
you know what, Mike? Keep talking because I'm going to be back. I'm going to mute, and I'll be back in 1 minute.
All right, I'm gonna try to get through as much of this as I can. All right, my big brother. So where are we? Okay, so let me see what we got here. Okay, 14. Oh wow. All right. I was thinking of doing this one, but I want to get through more of this book a little faster because we're already at an hour 41 here. It's the truth. Let me see. Like a little picture here. So let's see now. Let's see the of surrender of Lee. In 1861, at the beginning of the Civil War, General Grant was offered command of the Confederate Army, and General Lee was offered the Union Army leadership. Although the dog is often referred to in the Bible, the cat is not mentioned once. I think these are like some little. It's the truth. So these are little trivia tidbits that they were talking about at the time. A man named uh, Uriba Hookus, Uriba Hookus, um, married a woman named Uriba Hookus. No relation. In Albany, New York, on January 6th, 1935. So a man and a woman with the same name, no relation, married each other. That's now. Can you imagine her name? If you put, especially you put a hyphen in there, Uriba Hookus Hookus. That's kind of funny. Taylor Billy Morton, prize fighter of Lancaster, England, was knocked out by Willie Turner and remained balanced on his head, his feet in the air as he was counted out. Oh, that's interesting. Doctors say it was a case of um, catalepsy combined with accidental balancing. All right. Sure, Batgoat probably would know that term a little better than I would. Anyways, little artist here. It's just a try to get the extra wash. It's matter pops, real hunters, gags and giggles. Try to get through a little bit more of this. Little fireworks. Little fire water. How to make a comment. Did want to try to read more of this, but I think we were just sidetracked a little too much. Rod Ryan,
Always sidetracked.
Bill and Davey. I know we're already at the hour 45 mark, probably. So I know we need to
10-hour stream. Yeah, that won't happen.
Huh?
What you just said? A 10-hour stream?
Yeah. No, I said we're at the hour 45 mark.
Yeah.
Just got done.
However, Woody, I'm
Five
glad you
hours.
were here because There is a trophy. A trophy did show up, which I think someone won. That could be you, but there's still more show to go. So we'll see.
Bill and Davey here. $25 cash front Pecos
Biden
bill.
just hates to see his piggy bank get broken. Absolutely. I know. Woody, I know. We're in this thing. But when I start getting upset and I yell, and Mike's like, dude, stop it. I know. Like, my opinions get so I'm dumb when I get opinion. When I talk about my opinions, it's no good. So we'll just not talk about my opinions. And the toys,
Well, the whole point was, of course, of this is to try to not think too much about the negative of today because we talk a lot about it anyways. So
correct. And then I drink beer and I'm like, yeah, and I get upset. And then, you know what is better to do is just not be upset. And Toys is here. Toys, happy Friday. Good to see you. I love you, brother. It's good to have you here.
Anyways, Pecos Bill, the
Mike,
Cowboy.
say hi to Toys.
Yeah, I did just say hi to Toys. Hey,
say it
Toys.
again.
Hey, Toys.
Give him a woot woot.
Woot woot.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, we'll look through here. I'm just gonna breeze through the rest of this because
True, Woody.
Because we still, of course, have Jack Randall and Danger Valley. This is based on a movie, I believe. The Enchanted Stone, Cowboy Comics again, headlines over.
Oh wait, go back. It's the truth. Do you guys mind? Like, I don't mind. Like, we're gonna go a little late here. No, go back to It's the Truth. Yes, I want to see this. Mike. Scroll down. I want to see this huge.
Well, I'm trying to, but one of the issues that's happened to my computer before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Trying to get it to stop doing that.
No, don't hit it because.
Well, that's
like
only
I hit things and it never works.
Well,
spinning doesn't work either.
With this particular issue because sometimes I don't even touch it and I get the old copy.
I know it's the machine's fault, believe me. And I growl at it sometimes, and I realize hey, this could be my anxiety, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm not hitting it because I'm angry. I'm hitting it to get it to stop doing that. It actually does seem to work. So
my mom does the same thing, and I kind of laugh.
Yeah. Actually, I've got. In fact, it's getting a little dim in here, so I'm going to adjust the lighting here. So just give me a sec here. I'm going to go off.
Love you, Woody. You're my boy.
So Batgoat, but try to stay away from the more controversial stuff. But why don't you hang out with the guys in the chat there for a moment while I take care of some lighting issues in here? Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Gosh, Woody, I know I was beyond not controversial. I was just being political tonight, and I didn't hold back. So everyone knows I'm a right-wing toolbox. That's no secret. So when I get opinionated and people get upset, I'm sorry. But Woody, I'm pretty sure you kind of agree with me in most things. So whatever I said that was bad, and I Russia, Ukraine. You know what? I don't know anything about that. It's not mine to make opinions because I don't know about it. I don't know enough about it. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do that. I will, however, tell you jerks. I will tell you a dad joke. Do you want to hear a dad joke? You want to hear a dad joke? Jad doke. Did I say that? I think I said that. How about, do you want to hear a dad joke? Because I can do that. I can deliver. Here it is. I recently went to the world's tiniest wind turbine exhibit. Honestly, not a big fan. All right, boom. Yeah. Dad joke. Planted. A man that is a grandpa. Am I confirmed grandpa? I am a confirmed Grandpa just laid a crappy dad joke. Is anyone here? Do you guys care? You don't care. Russian craze. Who cares? Not me. It's not my problem. You know what, Toys? I agree. And for me to get all stupid like I did early on the stream, it's my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I should not have talked about what I think, especially because I've been drinking. I don't say my opinion. I've been drinking. All right, Woody. I just read what you said, Woody. I'm going to say again what I just said, that I've been drinking a few beers. My opinions are my opinions. They're not right and they're not wrong. They're my opinion. When I say that out loud, especially on stream, makes me look stupid, but some people think I look smart depending on my opinion. It's my opinions, and I apologize for anyone that don't like my opinion. It's my opinions have nothing to do with Mike Walters and his channel, so do not do anything or think anything negative to Mike as far as my opinions that I've thrown out. Woody, stop talking because like you get me going. I know. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
All right, I'm back.
So, you are back. I did lay down a dad joke, and I apologize for my opinions.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's try to start wrapping up a little bit here. But we'll go.
Good.
So a hen belonging to
Toys.
No, not to toys. To
no,
Rich.
I want to clink to toys. If you will drink with me.
Belonging to Kichi Fujikura of Tokyo, Japan, laid 365 eggs in 1 year. This is believed to be a world record. I guess a world record at the time, of course. For all we know, that record may have been broken.
Yes, Bill. I get it.
Let's see.
Damn it, toys. You got some work to
do. Mortonville.
Woody's got 3.
Yeah. Mortonville in Colorado High School beat
the big round cock. Woody scores again.
Rittenhouse High by a score of 129-0. The game lasted 9 hours. May 30th, 1925. Wow, 9 hours. And usually they would have been calling the game of darkness, but if it was so
autopilot.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, United States and America. These are names of towns in Oregon. So you have a United Oregon, States Oregon, and America Oregon. Okay. And I can't read that. Let's see. The American Indians never saw a horse before coming of the white men. The horses were brought westward by the early explorers. All right. Where are we at? Yeah, okay. Indian lore. Yeah.
All right, bros. We're going old school. I'm not doing the 90s. We're going old school Monopoly. Yellow, orange cards.
Number. Clancy the cop. Well, let's see. Hey, stop your gambling. I've got a good mind to run you in. Oh, we were only playing for small stakes. Well, that's different. You can play for food, but not for money. Oh, get that? You play for.
I'm sorry. Do the punchline again, Mike.
Okay. Oh, we were only playing for small stakes. Well, that's different. You can play for food, but not for money.
Oh man, I get the joke, but that's rough. And like in those times, people were starving. That's not even funny. That's just my.
Well, obviously
my
there was a different spelling of the word steak there. Obviously,
mm,
um,
mm.
but that was kind of funny, especially for it was and it wasn't because of the times. The joke kind of fit with the times, but at the same time, it's not
Correct.
exactly.
And like it wouldn't be funny right now, and it was kind of funny back then, but it like I'm saying, like when people are starving in the streets and shit like that, it's I know I
Then
keep
you were telling
swearing.
me by
Sorry.
this point we were starting to come out of the.
We were starting to come out of it. I know. It just how I am with history, and I put myself in people's shoes from way back when.
Man of the Star Root, Salesman Sam, Comic Stamp Club.
I do have a community chest deck right here,
Strong.
the old school. Look at this, the old school, the one.
Gordon Fife, the Boy King. I think we
Ooh,
did
giving
read
away
some
the
of this
community
before, but
chest
but again, I'm
toys. You got a few minutes on that? You can drop some on me. What is
and
going?
Ball, Thompson
I know.
Brown.
You know what? Woody just made a good comment. Mike,
What?
if you want to read this, read Woody's comment.
Okay. Is the last one here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we came out of it and went into war. 1939. It is just like now, 1 or 2 years before a big war. So so Woody, are you saying then that you think that we're about to get into World War III then?
We could be. What he's saying is it's not prophetic. It's truth that a precipice. I agree with him. I think that things are shitty. I keep swearing on your channel tonight, Mike, and I'm sorry about that. But I think
I,
things are
I, I
bad.
understand. I understand, Batcoat. You're a little on the tipsy side, and therefore, you
I'm
know,
sorry for the, and I dropped the F word too, and I'm sorry. Um,
no. I get it, and that's all right.
but
I mean,
I'm trying to control myself.
yeah.
But again, I agree with Woody that like things are bad right now, and he's making a comparison to like 1939, especially with the comics we're seeing, which um, there are some comics where they talk about or allude to maybe troubling times, and he's saying like that's where we're at right now without anyone talking about it in comics. Like Hollywood is, in my opinion, not good. One should not gauge uh, world events from Hollywood's perspective. Would be my opinion. Sorry that I'm speaking like
Um, Woody was just saying here, 50 years ago, Mike, people were not like this. 50 years ago, which would have been 1972, of course, 3 years before I was born. The Germans call it Zeitgeist, um, but people want to fight now. Yeah, yeah. Woody, remember, I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s.
I know zeitgeist, and a lot of people do say zeitgeist now without realizing what it really means. And I'm
Well,
not
I'd
saying
never
you did
even
that,
heard
Woody.
the term before. Before that point, I'd never even heard the term. So,
It means how a society is uh, deciding how to conduct itself. Um, but like most political and weird people, and we'll say it's like someone can direct a consciousness of people to do something, and that is a zeitgeist.
uh,
I know I've had a few beers, but I think that's about right. Yes, Woody?
yeah. Don't worry, Mike. Everything is peace, love, ponies, and rainbows.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, I
Rainbows,
know we're all friends
lollipops,
here.
and
We're all, you know, we all have our moments. We all have our moments. So,
And if Toys does not decide to lay a joke down, Woody, you are going to get the card. You know how this works. So
all right.
we're
So,
all good.
anyways, yeah, I think we got at least enough of it in tonight. So we'll start to wrap up here.
Mike, I will apologize, and I will apologize to your fans and everyone on the channel, and Woody and Toys and everyone here, that I came into your stream a little bit buzzed, and I made it a little bit political, and I'm sorry for that.
I accept your apology. I know that that's one of the risks you run when you drink. Obviously, is that your inhibitions kind of get knocked down a bit, and sometimes it's just hard. That's part of the reason why I personally don't drink is because, and you guys have seen me at times lose a little bit of control too. Okay, could you just imagine if I got drunk?
No.
You know, it probably would not be a pretty picture. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna start to wrap up here. So,
Okay, cool.
we are at the 2 hour mark, so we will be going a little over, but that's okay because you know what it's time for, don't you?
I think it's history time,
Right.
but that
This
could be me.
day in niche history. Today being Friday, June the 10th, 2022.
History.
History. Let's go ahead and get ready to take a little bit of a look back. Um, look back on this day in niche history. So, without any further ado,
Woody, stick around. The trophy is here. Just saying.
all right. Oh yeah, and we'll of course do all that.
I don't know who won. I'm just saying Woody should stick around because there's going to be a trophy presentation. Just saying.
All right. So, anyways, um, so on this date back in 1998, which was 24 years ago today, the 560th issue of Adventures of Superman went on sale. Now, this book, of course, started out as Superman.
Dude,
As,
Mike, you know how people are like talking about, oh my god, they made him gay and stuff, but look at this photo.
well, this is just from 1998, so
I get that, but look at the six packs and stuff, and then it the focal point is making, because of the shading, it's directing you into his crotch. I'm just saying, I know how art works. I've gone to college and I understand this. So, like the whole
well,
like,
I'm not seeing it, but I'll take your word
oh,
for it.
it's
I'm not seeing, maybe because I'm a little more naive, but
oh, they want you to know that he has a dick.
well, okay, well let's see why, because the title of this particular story
I'm
is
just saying that picture is all about he has a dick.
the super rivalry that rocked Metropolis, written by Carl Kessel, scripted by Jerry Ordway, penciled by Tom Grummett, um, inked by Dennis Waldler, lettered by Albert Tobias de
That's not fair,
Guzman,
toys.
and colored by Glenn Whitmore. So on this date, 24 years ago today,
Yep, I'm sorry.
500
All I see is his package. That's a
yeah, the
horrible.
560th issue of Adventures of Superman went on
Maybe
sale on
it's
this
me.
date.
Am I wrong? I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Why did I see his package? It was the shading on his thing right now. Sorry, Mike.
I think the alcohol is making that probably more pronounced than maybe it truly is.
It does, and it also makes my forehead bigger too. Isn't that cool?
I'll take your word for it.
Love you, Mike. You know that? You're my bro.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
All right.
I said I love you. That's worse than dropping an F bomb.
Anyways, let's get on to the next piece of niche history. As we head back 10 years ago today, is on this date in 2012, TNA Impact Wrestling had its Slammiversary event. Let's see, from the College Park Center in Arlington,
The
Texas.
Slammiversary.
Yeah, play on words
That's
there.
cool. I love that.
Yeah, the main event saw TNA World Heavyweight Champion Bobby
Just
Roode
next.
retain his championship over Sting. You had AJ Styles and Kurt Angle defeat Christopher Daniels and Kazarian to win the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Brooke Tessmacher defeated Gail Kim to win the Women's Knockout Championship. You saw Mr. Anderson defeat Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy in a triple threat match to become the number one contender to the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And then you saw at the beginning of the show Austin Aries defeat Samoa Joe to retain the TNA X Division Championship. So that's happened on this day. Also, as we normally say it, normally we say, 2012 is just so nice that we're going to hit it twice. But this particular thing
Twice.
is not quite so nice. It is, the passing of a person. So usually met with sadness. Um,
I'm pretty though. I just have to say it. I am pretty.
okay, so on this
No, you
date,
said I'm not pretty.
who said you're not pretty?
You did.
I didn't mean to.
Read. I know. Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Um, also on this date in 2012, 10 years ago today, Judy Freudelberg, who was an American TV writer, most notably known for writing stuff for Sesame Street, among other things, and American Tail as well, Land Before Time. She passed away at the age of 62 on this date in 2012. So,
Oh, that's a bummer.
yeah. So, anyways, so that's it for tonight, everybody. Thank everybody for being here. I thank everybody for all the likes and shares. Uh, Batgoat, if you can stick around for a brief moment,
Absolutely, dude.
just a couple minutes.
To get chewed out by you for being drunk on your stream. I'm sorry I
Well,
did it. But
post game, obviously, yeah, but anyways,
Woody, Toys, thank you for showing up. I love you.
and I thank everybody for being here and for you know for helping us get through this tonight. Anyways, I will hopefully see everybody back on Monday. And Batgoat said he bought and has sent me a new mic, so maybe with the new mic things will sound a lot better.
I
So
hope so.
so I thank you for that, Batgoat, and I will see everybody. We'll see everybody back here on Monday. Bye.